I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with Father. What's your name?
Yeah, I am Father John Mangault from India, Kerala, precisely from Kerala.
The coconut country, right?
Yeah, it's coconut country. Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people in Medjugorje, they look for their vocation. How did you know that you wanted to become a Catholic priest? Or you should
Okay, no, it's mainly we have been growing up in our Christian culture in Kerala, our families. For the occasion, the most important part of is from the family. It's not the culture that brings, it's the family that brings good occasions. So very often you see, when I see in Europe, and since 10 years I am here in Europe, I think the occasion that is not there because of the integration, disintegration of the families, not because of any other thing. So when the good occasion comes from good families, nothing from nowhere else. So that is we have to focus on the families. So myself is concerned, my family was a good educated Christian family, and they were having all the programs of a Christian family. So I was involved in that. So I have seen their faith. So I have been growing up in their faith. So afterwards, once I was in maturity age, I have sheltered this way of life. It's because of my family, I say.
You prayed the rosary, which is typically in Canada.
Yeah. Every day we have our evening prayer life in our families. At least 1 hour. We come together. We have certain formulas of prayer and also rosaries. Then devotional prayers. Everything is there. At least 1 hour. Still in my family it is continuing. And very almost every family in Kerala we have this tradition of having this evening prayer. I say evening prayer life. We have. That's the community aspect of the family, and that's unites the family. Nothing else. So we are scattered every day. From morning onwards we are scattered in the family. So somebody may be going out for work. Somebody may be working in the agriculture field somewhere. So they'll be going out. But evening, at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, we are coming together. We have the prayer and we have the evening dinner together. So that unites the family, and that is lacking in the modern age. So we are so much busy in the evenings now. So we are returning to our houses, our homes, very late, and we are tired. But when we are coming little early, come together, we have that family atmosphere, prayer atmosphere, unity atmosphere, but that is lacking. So we have to concentrate on that factor, the unity of the family. So that comes from so many items, so many things. Not only prayer, but living together. Moments where we are running after so many things. We lack this unity.
Yes. And that's the answer. I think this is very important. A lot of people from Europe, America listening.
Yeah.
This is the answer. We have to get prayer time, be together, pray the rosary
that's
together.
not only rosary, not only prayers, but the moment where we can live together.
Yes.
Because we see, so in modern world, maybe the husband may be working in the morning, wife may be working in the evening, but there is no time to come together, and that disintegrates the families.
Yes.
So we have to share together. Family means sharing together, coming together, unity. That is lacking. So that thing lacking, and when that is there will be occasion, there will be unity, there will be everything, peace. Now the peace is there in the family. Like we are lacking peace in the family, and the community, and the world, because of this unity, lack of this unity. So we have to have this beginning, I think, from the family.
Yes.
Properly, this is, and the church says, family is the unit of the church. It is not the church that builds the family. Family builds the church. On the contrary, family. If there is no family, there is no church. If you are individuals, there is no church at all. Church is coming together of I say these families. The unit of our church is this family.
So beautiful what you say. So out of that grew your vocation. How did you know for yourself that you should become a Catholic priest?
No, that I have already told you. It is from the tradition. That means the culture we have. So certain moment after my initial studies, I found that maybe So I just no, not because it was not matured enough, but I was having that call. I was listening that call. I just entered in a. I am a Carmelite father, so I entered in a Carmelite monastery, and only after 13 years I was ordained. Not immediately, no, not for 1 or 2 years. So that was the process that I was going on. No, prayer, reflection, and so many studies. So everything was there. So at the end only, I realized that I have this occasion. And at the moment of my life, I could have left this way of life. But I was nurturing this occasion. So at last, I found that it is my occasion. So I selected.
And why Carmelite order? What is so beautiful? What is the
So this is dedicated to Mary. No, Carmelites are especially dedicated to Mary. Marian life. This is for Carmelites means Carmel means that is that place in Israel.
Yeah,
Mount Carmel, Haifa. No? So it is specially dedicated to this Blessed Virgin Mary. So a devotion, particular devotion to Blessed Virgin Mary. So I automatically, so we have also in our families, this devotion to Mary. So this Blessed Virgin Mary. So Mary, Providence. So I was not that time. I was not knowing that this is particularly this order that I am selecting. But afterwards, I realized that maybe it is miraculous or some providence that guided me to this. I say, because it is not I have not selected this order. No, it is, I think someday I was being guided to this order, not because that I selected it, but I was guided to this order.
And what would you tell people? I see you have a connection with Christ. He's a living God. He's living today. He guides us today. How can you be guided like that?
Okay, that's you see, I always say, no. So if we search for God, it is very difficult to find Him. Very difficult.
Yeah.
In this modern world.
Yeah.
Because you see, we are guided almost by our reason now. But by our reason, there is a limit that we have to understand. Everything cannot be known by the reason. That is the mistake that this contemporary world has made. We search for reasons for everything, even for the existence of God. We must have reasons, but we can arrive in a certain point that just like Saint Thomas says, no, we can arrive at God, but it's very difficult by our reason alone. But we must have faith, and not to know the faith. Now you see, this world has come up to this time. It is not because of reasoning. I say it is not because of reasoning. It is exactly because of faith. Our forefathers, how they lived. They were fearing so many things, and that fear led them to go ahead. So what we need is our hope to live tomorrow. No, if we lose our faith or our hope for tomorrow, we may not live. That is finished. And for our ancestors, what was that giving them hope was believe in a higher power or superpower. Maybe they might have worshipped thunder, fire, or something else. But that superpower gave them the hope to live for tomorrow. And this particular time, we don't have any hope for tomorrow. If we don't believe God, that means we have no hope at all. What is there tomorrow for me? I'm lost. Nothing is there. But we must believe. If we believe that God is there, that means we have a hope for tomorrow. So if we do good things, He will be rewarding us. That is our hope. I may not see God in this world, may not. But by our reason, my reason also, I may not be arriving at God. But my faith, I can believe that there is some power over me, and that will guide me, and that will protect me, and that will save me.
If I may ask there, but only somebody can have faith if he made an experience that there's the living God of Israel and the nations, not thunder, not...
Okay, yeah.
How did you make that experience, that you have that faith?
Okay, that experience must come from our interiority. So we are searching always that is the problem for the reason, we must the science, so reasoning is always connected with science. Science means we have to touch,
Yeah.
we have to experience. But if we believe that God is somebody who cannot be experienced, then how can you experience the presence of God? But you have to realize internally. That's my conviction. So the happiness which I get is my conviction. Not because I touched God, so I am convinced, I am satisfied. So even I say that many who come to the sanctuaries, they want to experience tangibly, but that is not possible for everybody. I say it's possible only for a few selected ones.
Yeah.
Others, they have to experience in faith,
In the heart.
in the heart, not externally. We may not experience, I may not be touching God in this world, I say in this life, but I can be convinced that God touched me, so I can be happy.
Did he touch you?
Yeah, that's why I'm here, no?
Yeah. Why did he touch you? How did he touch you?
No, that's the experience I got, no?
Yeah.
So that's the special experience,
Yeah.
that I get, and the experience, the whole life, when I see the whole life together, the whole life
Beautiful.
together, This I see that so many moments where the God has touched me. So what happens now? These moments, you see, in the Psalms and everywhere in the Gospel, we say now that God is touching a particular moment only, not every time. No? Every time God is touching, but we may not be experiencing. But particular moments we may experience. You see that beautiful example of Jesus calling his disciples to Mount Tabor. No, he selected three apostles, and they were showing him that who he is really. That doesn't mean that others were not realizing, but specifically he has given them the chance to experience profoundly who he is, the exact vision of Christ, and others didn't have. So this is, everybody has got these moments in their life, not every time. They have even you have, even I myself, I all those who you see here, everybody has, but we have not recognized that moment. That's the problem, because we are running after so many things. We are not concentrating that moment where Christ has touched us.
Yes.
You go in silence, make a meditation, and you make an examination of conscience of all your life. You will find that certain moments where you were actually touched by God. Actually touched by God. You had the experience of God. Still you have the experience of God. But we have not realized that moment when it happened actually. That's the problem.
So it's good to pray, give me the eyes to see, the ears to hear.
Yeah, that's I am telling. Don't try to what is called convinced by your sensibility. No, use your internal senses.
The spiritual sense.
Spiritual sense. Everybody is not called to sense God by externally. That means I want to touch. I'll be just like Saint Thomas. Saint Thomas said
Who needed to touch Christ.
So I need to touch Christ. We can say that I want to touch you, but that grace may not be granted to us. Maybe or may not be, but we are all touched by God.
Yes.
In some moments of our life, we all.
If you open the heart, no?
That's enough. We are closed in ourselves now. We are closed. We say that I am opened only for certain things. My preference.
Yeah.
I am opened only to my preference. Nothing else. For nothing else. I am always open. But I want my preference. I like these things. Just like if we are being given so many food, buffet system. So I will select only those food which is pleasing to me. Maybe better food may be there, that is tastier maybe, and also healthier, but I prefer what I like.
Yeah.
So in our life also, lifetime, we also select only what we eat like, and I say that always we are misguided by our freedom so much. So what is my freedom? My freedom is not that which I like. So everybody thinking that their freedom or my freedom is what I like to do, I will do. No. What is good? that I have to do. That is freedom. If I am deviating from this goodness, that means I am not selecting what is good for me and for others. I am selecting what is pleasing to me. Just I'll tell you an example. See, these children, when they are very young, so maybe less than 1 year, they may like to touch the fire,
Yeah.
because that is pleasing for them.
Yeah.
This pleases. So they may touch the fire. But the mama knows that that to hurt him. So he'll tell him no, not to touch. No, it is prohibited. Or mama will prohibit it. No, it's good for you. So like that, no. So I like it, but somebody was there to control me that it is not good, because I liked. It was mama was cutting my freedom. No, I want to touch, but she told me. But she was knowing that it is not good. This is what I am saying. So very often till now, we say that we are all matured enough, we have reasoning, everything is there, but we use our freedom for only what we want to, what we like. But this likeness may not be good for me and for others. So this is very often we forget.
Yeah.
We say that we are so much after freedom, I want to do whatever thing I
Especially the West,
no. West, yeah. That is hurting that we see. My freedom is only up to when it is not touching the freedom of other one. When it touches the freedom of others, I am not respecting the freedom of others. So many things are there connected with freedom. Freedom is, I say, definition of freedom is to select what is good. Good means God created everything good, and selecting what is good is freedom. Not only for my goodness, I decide my goodness because I have seen something in it, not because that is good. I just explained, the fire, child touches the fire, child externally sees that is good, but actually the effect of this fire will hurt you. So this is what I am telling. Now I see that something is good for me, but the effect, but it will be effect, maybe contrary. Echo.
And you made the experience when you live, thy will be done in the intention of this, then you are secure because you will be in the goodness.
Yeah, that is that gives us the hope to live for tomorrow, So you see, I say that after saying all my so many are coming here for their so many intentions, maybe hard moments of their life, so sickness, so many problems are there. They are coming there. The only consolation that we can give them is that you pray, you say all your needs, necessities, everything you put before God. At last you pray, that is not my will, thy will be done. Because that is the hope that we have. Because everything that we pray may not be granted. But we will have a consolation that Christ prayed there. It's precisely for this purpose Christ has prayed there. That is not my will, your will be done. Otherwise we are lost everywhere. Because nowadays that life is not that much easy to live. We have complicated it. It is not God has complicated, but we have complicated. So it is complete. So much of what is called not trouble. What is that we have mixed it. So many things. Yeah, a mess of things there in life now. It is not simple. Even the life now. Everything is complicated.
But you see, the effect, like the power of the confession, changes people's lives. You see it as well as a priest.
Yeah, so many. That the confession gives not only a spiritual consolation but also a psychological consolation. That's very important. Because very very often so many are thinking that what is there to say your intimate things to a person who is unknown to you. So I have committed so many things I have in my life. So but what is there to say these things to an unknown person? That means a priest. I say that the psychological power that gives you, that's very important. So our psychic, our mental life is affected by our sin. Always we are thinking of pondering over these things, what all things which have gone wrong in my life. But if I get a chance to liberate, so open my heart, open my mind, that will give me a psychological effect, a positivity. to go ahead. That I have told somebody, it's already forgiven. No? That is forgiveness comes from God. No? But that psychological effect comes from what we say to the priest.
Yeah.
So that is the power of confession, that it is actually forgiven. Not just like, even if I say that what is that, I can directly speak to God. No? What is there? There is a mediator. No, there is no need of mediator. But that mediator gives that psychological effect.
Yes.
That's very important. So I might have committed that sin alone or without knowing anybody, and that is hurting me. But if I speak to somebody else, that means I have already told somebody else. It is not only affecting me, that I have already told him. So he also knows that. That gives me a psychological advantage.
And it's relieving. It
Yeah.
gives
So
peace.
all these things, the sacraments are all purely based on our faith. Sacraments. Now, if you don't believe, even Eucharist have no meaning. Nothing has a meaning. So that's what I have told you the first thing. That believe in that superpower. Maybe I may go God, somebody may go call with some other names, but that gives that psychological effect. That gives us the mental force. That gives us the hope to live tomorrow. I still repeat that gives us the hope to live tomorrow. This was the hope that our ancestors were bearing. Going forward, they were having nothing to live for tomorrow. Even food was not there. Even life expectancy was very less. They were not knowing tomorrow they may be there. So many wars, so many. But that belief in that superpower gave them that force, that courage to go ahead. Even you see that ancient wars, how they are prepared. That there will be a reward not from the king but from God. No, they are telling. Purposely telling that you will be, if you die in that war, that you will be rewarded. That is the hope that we are having. That is the force that we are leading them to go for that extreme sacrifice. So.
And maybe you saw that as well. In the West, a lot of people think that God the Father is an old man with a white beard and he waits to judge us and put us to hell. And that's a demonic image. Can you describe how the God the Father?
Okay.
You experienced him.
No, Father concept comes from that aspect of love and care. We have in our families. When the family is integrated, we cannot speak about a father who is merciful, who is loving, who is so generous, who provides for their children. That's the problem. That concept has changed. If we have so many children without fathers and without mothers, I say, one parent child. So I cannot say that God is a father who loves you. I have to use another image, some other images, which will give them that aspect of love. God Father means a person who loves. That was the concept. Even the Old Testament, New Testament, we have that concept. Yes. Father loves them. And if the father hates their children, we have so many experience now. That was the same thing that I told you the first, that disintegration of families. No father, no mother, fatherless, childless mothers and children. So generation without father, without mother. Then how can I say that God the Father is a loving person? Father concept itself is not there. Mother concept is not there. Then we have to use some other images now.
Yes.
Okay, these are all images now. We want images now to know better God. Anything that is not sensible, we use always images. That is better to explain. That aspect that is involved there. Yes. The loving aspect is involved in a father's figure, mother's figure. That was why we used it.
Yes.
Still we say that for God the Father is a loving Father. And Father, you see, Father with the white beard. So that's the figure that is pleasing to us to see. Our grandfathers, our grandmothers. You see, there were good living examples. Now you see these fathers and these grandfathers, grandmothers were sent in old age homes, and we don't have experience. The modern generation don't have this experience of a loving grandfather, grandmother. So how they will be so
How
much
can they connect?
connect this figure of God with their actual father. They cannot.
Difficult. You see it in the
Yeah,
pastoral work,
that's
no?
no. You
But
have to.
how to explain if they have these huge wounds? You see it in the West all over.
I told you, that we have to begin from the families.
Yeah.
We have to concentrate on the families, not from the. So very often we say that we are after these fruits only. We have to begin from the roots. Not see the. We have to change. We want to change the fruit. If we want to change the fruit, we have to change the roots.
Yes.
That root is the family.
Yes.
So we see only the fruit.
Yeah.
What is all over there.
Yeah.
But it is actually roots. Concentrate on the roots. Then the fruit will be better. And if we say that I want to change the fruit, I want to have a better world, concentrate on here.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But what do you tell these people who are wounded so deeply because they have a disintegrated family? How can they get into the fullness of joy of Christ?
No, it's all we have to reorganize the things. And when the church has to reorganize, we have to concentrate not on the peripherals. We have to go on the peripherals. We have to collect, actually enter into the families. That we have that family visits are there in India, in Kerala.
Yeah.
It's very fruitful.
Yeah.
So we know the actual situation of a family. The families are having so many problems. Every families. So many problems are there. So when we listen to them, so they want to have somebody to listen to them. Not only the solutions.
Yes.
So solutions are hard to come, but we can also give what is called a moral support to them. At least somebody is listening to us. So that aspect is coming less because we are closing ourselves in our own mentalities. So we are closed. Myself is closed to myself. So I am closed. I am not opening because that is the modern world. I want to live my life only. I don't want to disturb anybody. That's the problem.
And for you, the rosary prayer?
Yeah, every day we have this rosary prayer. That gives that power, that spiritual power to go ahead. Rosary is actually a meditation of Christ's life. You see all these mysteries. We have that's actually connected with Christ, connected with Christ and Mary. Mary was the real disciple of Christ, Jesus. She was the mother, but she was the disciple. So we are also disciples. So when we follow this Mary's way, we are actually following Christ.
So
This gives us that life pattern, how we have to go after Christ. This is actually meditation. Actually meditating, rosary means meditating mother who followed Christ.
amazing, Father. And for you, a lot of people don't in the West understand, you know it. What is the significance of the Eucharist and Holy Mass? Can you explain that a little?
Okay, yeah. Eucharist, you see, that is the belief, that I have to, first of all, I have to believe in the Eucharist. It's actually the bread and body and blood of Christ. That we have to believe that. Then only we have to. I say then only we can have an actual participation in the Holy Eucharist. Otherwise, we will be just seeing a spectacular there. Some father is acting there. No, it's actually one believe only. We have to enter in this Eucharist celebration. Then, if we actually believe that Christ is actually there, that will transform our life because we are consuming Christ. It is not some bread or something. That belief gives us that power to have Christ in me. That will transform. And when I believe that I have already Christ in me, that will transform.
Yes.
The presence of a superpower, presence of a Christ who is omnipotent, gives that power to transform myself. Otherwise, I will just participating in it as if I am taking some other meals. I will have the communion. I will be returning. Nothing will happen to me. But actually, that Christ, that belief in Christ in the Eucharist gives me that satisfaction, that fulfillment, and that will transform me.
Amen. And for you, Father, you have a favorite Bible scripture?
Now I am actually studying philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have formation. We have this scriptural formation. No?
And for you, you have one Bible verse you love? personally?
Yeah.
Which one? Which one is yours?
So many are there.
So many, yeah?
So many are
So
there.
one is popping up now. You like?
No, I just last day we had the day after tomorrow. I think we had the gospel. No, I am the way, the life, and I am the gospel. No, that's very meaningful. No,
Yeah.
so that gives hopes to us.
Yes. I am the life.
I am the truth,
and the fullness.
fullness. Yeah.
Beautiful. And you have a favorite saying? Favorite saint?
Yes, that's Saint John. My patron saint.
Saint John.
Yeah.
Mine too. I love Saint John.
Apostle, John the Apostle. No.
About love. The
Yeah.
one who does not experience love does
No,
not know
and
God.
even the gospel says now he himself says that I am the most loved by Jesus. No.
Yeah.
But that is conviction. That was the conviction. There was no partiality for Christ.
Yeah.
Nothing is there. But he was convinced that he was the one who is most loved by Christ. It was his conviction, not Christ's conviction. It was his conviction.
Yeah.
So everybody is called to have this conviction that I am the most loved one of God.
And we all, that's our identity at Christian
Yeah,
Center, no?
yeah.
A lot of people don't have that.
No,
How
that's,
can they have this identity?
that I told you, that's the formation. No,
The
that
formation.
yeah,
It
that
starts
is
with the
it's the
family.
formation.
Yep.
No, and of course an experience,
Yeah.
particular experience. We have, I told you, we don't have time to spare for God, for this spiritual experience.
Yes, we have to spare time.
Sorry.
That's
Well,
simple.
at least no, it's not that 1 year now we have we have make a particular visit to our place. That is not the moment. Actually, every day we have to spare some time, at least 5 to 10 minutes, 5-10. So if somebody has more time, spend some time for our spiritual nourishment. Just like we have our breakfast, our lunch, our dinner, no. So at least some minutes for our spiritual nourishment.
At the end, what is your favorite place here in Medjugorje for you as a priest?
Just for it's my first
First visit.
So
Wow,
I
maybe
just
you do at the end an
Yeah,
interview.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Wow, what can I say, Father? You have already an inspiration why people should come here to Medjugorje?
That this is all convictions. No,
Yeah.
don't come these places to just like tourists. No,
Yeah?
these are places where actually touched by divine providence. So we have to come to this place with this mentality that I am coming here to experience, because there so many have experienced God through Mary. So I am also supposed to experience that same experience of those who have come before me. Just like a tourist to see all this, what is happening there, what all things are there. No, that's just a tourist. I am just like a tourist. No, I am just like, I have to come here just like in a pilgrimage,
Yeah.
pilgrims, pilgrims.
With an open heart.
Open
for God.
heart to experience God, not to see the things, to experience.
Wow, what can I say, Father?
Okay, thank you very much.